the written speech, I have to digress so that I can remind Nigerian historians to get our priorities correct in writing the political historical situation of this country. This gathering or invitation and ceremony took me by surprise. So let me go through the written prepared speech, but the digression, I assume, will be even more interesting. Let me begin by sincerely thanking Your Excellencies for deeming it fit to confer on me an award. Your kind gesture is very much appreciated. It's an encouragement to continue to do more in moving Nigeria's democracy to the next level. I view this award as a reflection of the collective commitment of the states and federal government to work harmoniously to find solutions to the developmental challenges facing our country. I must also seize this opportune moment to acknowledge your contribution to the political, economic, social, and cultural development of Nigeria. Economic growth and competitiveness of nations depends on the harmonious collaboration of all the tiers of government, particularly in a federal setup like ours. Hence, against the backdrop of the challenges we have been passing through as a nation, arising from past economic and political mismanagement, we must feel justifiably proud to have contributed actively in getting Nigeria back on track in the last 4 years in human and infrastructure development. We remain committed to improving the welfare of the Nigerian people. Your Excellencies, it will be belaboring the point to say that true federalism is necessary at this juncture of our political and democratic evolution. At a time when some few privileged individuals and groups have chosen to exploit and manipulate the ethnic and religious fault lines for seeking personal and partisan advantage, we need to build bridges across the different divides and instill faith in the unity and indivisibility of one Nigeria. I call on the state governments to be a strong pillar of support for our, for our anti-corruption agenda, as well as continued support for our programs of social protection, school feeding program, and other policies geared towards human capital development. Going forward, we must all work towards building a socially cohesive society in which the resources of the country work for all. We will continue to apply public funds in such a way that no section of the country or segment of the population suffers social exclusion. You are all quite aware that insecurity has remained a big challenge for us all. We are determined to face this challenge and secure the country more than ever before, while the protection of lives and property is a primary responsibility of government. It is also incumbent on the citizens to share in this responsibility, as security is a collective responsibility. I call on all Nigerians to continue to have faith in our great country. I thank you for your continued patience and sacrifices towards moving the nation forward. Your Excellencies, you will all agree with me that Nigeria is on a renewed growth trajectory. Accordingly, we will do everything within our powers to sustain the current economic recovery efforts. We will continue to reinforce our microeconomic policies to achieve sustainable economic stability and growth. We will also continue to ensure the growth comes along with more jobs and a fair and just distribution of the national wealth. Your continued cooperation in this regard is very, very vital. This administration has come this far always, counting on the continued support and goodwill of Your Excellencies. I am confident that together we would achieve our objective of building a united and prosperous nation. Your Excellencies, I am very humbled by this award. It is a further reminder for me to continue to dedicate my life and my time to serving the Nigerian people. I thank you all for your attention, and may Almighty God bless us all and our country. Now, for the direction or digression I promised. The four parties mentioned by one of the speakers before, the CPC, ANPP, ACN, ABGA, the opposition then, we decided that there was no way under the system we could take away control from PDP without coming together. So we agreed to have committees, each party, develop terms of reference, gave those committees to go and negotiate how we can merge. But none of the committees has the power, to give any impression that the committee itself can cause or stop the coming together. They are there to listen to all the parties' committees, representations, and report back to their parties. It was the party's executive that would come together and agree on how to go about it. This is a very important political development in Nigerian politics. And I hope Nigerian historians will get this record correct. We agreed, and I could recall speaking to Bola Aswaju and Akande, Chief Akande, because they have secured their constituency, the Southwest. For us in the North, the Southeast and South-South, there are strong divisions. The Southwest was the only secure constituency. And we advised that please get the cooperation of the rest of the group. We came together, we decided what to do. And it's a major sacrifice made by those committees. And as I said, I'm appealing to Nigerian historians. This is an important political development because without coming together, the opposition, and taking away power from PDP, I wonder which political development and economic development and security could have been the consequences of subsequent events in this country. I wonder how many people have really said and deliberately decided what would have happened if the opposition failed to come together to take away power from PDP. And I was constrained to go public several times to remind people what this country was earning between 1999 and 2014 as a result of production and the price of petroleum product, what we defended on, and the condition of the infrastructure, and what happened to the resources. I feel that this group is still the political life of this country. Please maintain the confidence of your constituencies in you by leading this country effectively. I'm lucky to have been elected again. But when I went around the 36 states and Abuja, I was very pleased, comforted, and almost satisfied by the turning out of people in all states. That group that came to see me in each state were more than what anybody can afford to pay, whether in government or out, or force them. This voluntarily, people wanted to come and see me and hear me. That gave me a lot of confidence. And I assure you that we, the 250 cultures or more in Nigeria, each culture thinking is superior to the other, our only way out is to keep together and deliver this country for the future. Thank you very much.